how are you doing? Welcome to day 2 of Roses and Muskets, the new Fontaine Film Festival event. So last time in the story, we met some new friends and old friends, like Chiori and Chevroz we met for the first time, and they're gonna be helping out. And we also met up with Ayaka and Ayato and Yoimiya again, and Xavier, the filmmaker that we worked with a lot in the past. He's back in Fontaine making a movie now, but it seems like there's some financial trouble, so thankfully they were even able to get Farina to pitch in to help out as a director, and everybody is going to be helping out even though the funding is not great. I hope that eventually their film will make enough to be able to, you know, make all the ends meet there, but it sounds like lots of people are willing to help out, which is great. And we also got started with some of the event gameplay too, but that's the next day in the story now, and it sounds like they're gonna start filming the movie now that they've managed to get all the people they need and enough resources to keep the production going. While in between this time and the last time, I got Friendship Level 10 with Farina and Charlotte. So here's Charlotte. Oops. I got Charlotte's name card, and we got, yay, Farina's. Oh, she has all the sweets. Awesome. So far, now I don't have any, now I've already maxed out the friendship of all my characters again. But yeah, glad that we got that progress. So, I mean, here's where the event is. Obviously, this is, if I switch to this Farina, it's that Farina. But yeah, this is the site of the film festival. But it looks like we are going to Hotel de Boer to actually do the filming. Let's see if we can go. Oh yeah, and Ayaka has her nice Fontaine outfit too, which I really like.
Good morning.
Hello!
Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Super well, yes.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Mermonia.
Yes, that's right.
I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah, you wouldn't
good
believe
use
what
of
we saw
time.
there. Two mechanical
Getting to
puppets
see all the
that were
sights.
dancing together. You've already seen them, right?
Yes, they're really cool. The Dirge of Coppelia and the Nemesis of Coppelius.
Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
They are super amazing.
We
Yeah,
sat
I
and watched
know,
for
right?
quite a while.
They
It
dance
was
so
mesmerizing.
gracefully.
Like we could
Like
keep watching
people.
them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them, too. Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving, to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater.
Oh,
I held
how'd that
Ayaka's
go?
hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
Yeah. I guess because they have visions, it's way easier. They can just go right in.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater
That's
world
awesome. They
in
get to just
Fontaine
dive in
truly
wearing
is
their
beautiful.
normal clothing.
I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Glow.
there were so many
Oh,
creatures
the
that we've never
blubber
seen in
beast.
Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Whoa.
Oh,
Blubber beast.
Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beast.
Yeah.
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
I I know, diving in Fontaine is so much fun. There's so many sights to see.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aquabus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Sounds like you guys had so
Even I
much
was worried I
fun.
wouldn't be able to get up.
I also like this
I
diving
still
in
felt like I was
Fontaine
drifting in
seems
the waves when I went
like
to
a
sleep
lot of an
last
easier
night.
process for
But
the vision
as soon
holders
as
who
I
don't
woke
need
up
to wear
today,
all the
I
diving gear,
remembered
because
that
then
we'd
they
all
can
be
just
shooting
jump
a film
straight in.
together, and I was ready to go.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
Good question. Did we all agree to
My
meet
brother and
here, or
Xavier
are
were
we meeting
speaking to
somewhere
the restaurant
else?
owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon.
Okay.
As for the others, we're here.
Hello.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
Diligent as ever, I see.
Miles?
That is
A
lot of
so
work.
tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Everyone's meeting each
Good morning,
other.
everyone.
Boarding. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
That will definitely help.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that for you.
No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup.
Oh, okay. Sounds like you
Last
have something
thing
to
I
do
want
right
is
now.
coffee
We will go get the
stains on
coffee.
my costumes.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
Oh yeah, because you're the director's assistant, so that's literally the perfect job for you.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
So
Of course
relatable.
not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted
Right,
or adapted.
That's because us night owls work better at night, and then we
I
want to
didn't
sleep
expect you
in
to be so
to get our
thorough.
energy back. We like to do our work at nighttime.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it. I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
I know, now
Here's
you
your
get to
coffee,
put that
Director
effort
Farina.
towards your life too. Wow! Is it tea? It looks like tea. This better be coffee, actually.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director.
It doesn't look
and
as dark
the
as coffee,
aroma of
but
coffee.
as long as it has the right effect, that's the most
Feels
important part.
almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
Ah, it seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
That's right.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film, and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers.
Looks like everybody
Well
is
then, Mr.
cashing in
Xavier,
on the
I'll
publicity
leave the rest
aspect
to you.
then.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items.
Hello, nice to
This
meet
is
you.
Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Perfect.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
Yeah.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film.
I know, things
I
turned
had
around
no
for the
idea that
film
I'd
in
find
like
so
one
many
day,
people
which is
willing to help me
amazing.
on such short
The
notice.
teamwork that we put together.
Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, no
need to be
worries.
so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now!
Yay!
You may take it from here, Director Farina.
All right. Listen up, everyone.
Wow, we got so many people together. I'm listening, Farina.
The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Yep.
Is everyone
She's taking
clear?
this very seriously,
I don't
which
want
is good.
anyone
It's exactly what we
traipsing
want.
around the set like umbrella finches. All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine.
Yay!
Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Yes. Of course, of course. That is indeed a sore spot right
She's
now.
still a bit traumatized by that.
Well, who wouldn't be? Farina, most of all, right?
Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
I mean, that prophecy really revolved around her a lot. Fiction and reality inside and outside the frame. Alright, here we go. Let's take a look.
I don't need any help here. Why don't you try asking someone else?
Will do, boss. Look at her. She's got her coffee. She's got her scripts. She is ready. Looks like you have everything under control. Hello, Chiari.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Well, I hope I would look for the people who need help. They didn't seem to need our help at all. Really?
So this is what a musket looks like.
Not exactly.
These are smaller. Those are not muskets. Yeah, I guess for this scene, it's the scene where they have to look younger than they actually are in real life. And also, like, the younger versions of the characters that, compared to the way that they're primarily playing them throughout the rest of the movie, where they've matured, they're older. Just like the actual Kamisato siblings, you know? So, yeah. How's it going, Yoimiya?
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting
It
to imagine
is.
what kind of atmosphere the lights will create. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Yeah.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant.
You have the
I
spirit.
just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
Actually, we start rolling before that. The clapperboard just gets edited out in post-production.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yeah.
We need lights over there.
That's how you
too.
sort the scenes, right?
On it!
Act 1, Scene 2,
I've got to
Scene
get back
3.
to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
I know, I agree. This is awesome.
Seems like Yamiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Of course we do, Paimon.
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
Prepare to start filming. Yeah? Oh, this is unfortunately awkward.
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
bad.
this is a not
Have
loaded
you seen
weapon.
a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
Okay.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I
Seeing
know
all
where
the
to start now.
intricacies of making a film.
However,
put
the musket's
together.
gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
Yeah,
You
it sounds
seem
like we
to
got
know
a
a
good
lot, Miss
expert to
Chevres.
give the right advice.
I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Oh, I like the butterfly
Yes,
wing she has.
this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yeah.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Yay.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Like this?
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Good. Now
Oh.
turn your body a little.
Good
That
start.
way,
Good.
you'll
good
give
work.
your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Wow.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori. Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think?
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
It's like in school.
What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
It's like when you call to the teacher's desk.
What is it?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
I see.
But
That will
brother,
explain the cover art of this event.
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated. Now, I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
are you really sure?
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character. But this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly.
I see. That's actually a
Also,
really thoughtful
I've
change.
seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Of course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevreuse.
Chevreuse mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
But she will still have to prioritize her work. And we don't know if she's a big fan of acting.
All right, I'll take the role.
Good. It's decided then. I'll get started on making edits to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor
I
for me,
guess
Miss
one could hope,
Chevreuse.
and that's definitely
You
what
have my
Farina
gratitude.
wants.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry.
Yeah, it sounds
Let's
like
go, Miss
everybody
Chevreuse.
wins and it
I
works
look
out for
forward to
everyone.
working with you.
Please, just call me Chevreuse.
Well, I can already tell these two work very well together.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you
Yeah, I was
jest,
wondering
Chiori.
about that.
I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Oh, that's very
Alright,
thoughtful.
go on. Spoil her some more.
Hayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
This is the punishment you deserve.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
Yeah. Are you going to go back to work now?
Yes. I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard.
Wow, they got their
Actors,
lines.
to your
They got their lines memorized
We're about
fast
to start
then.
shooting the first scene.
Especially Chevreuse, who just
Go on
got
now.
accepted the role.
And please take good care of Ayaka.
We will. We always do. You can count on us. Good luck with your work.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
All right. Now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain. Chevreuse will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close-ups
Oh,
of
those
the
are flower
main
names.
characters at the right moment. Silence on the set! Lights, camera, action!
Go, Paimon!
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip! I'm home!
Zoom in for a closer shot with the mother.
Mother, you were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat. apple turnovers.
Apple turnovers!
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Zoom in for a close up on the mother.
What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home?
Not
What's
really.
the matter, Iris?
Focus on Iris.
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me.
Oh, do I pan over all 3 characters or do I zoom in on each? No, all of them together.
It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet. But one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut!
Aww. The inspirational words
Not
that they're gonna
bad.
carry with them
The
for the rest
actors'
of their
emotions
lives.
were all on point. Let's keep that take. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Oh, got it.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevros?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
I think she did. She very
You
much
two were
adjusted
great.
it.
I couldn't tell it was your
To
first
match,
time acting in a
You know,
film.
the 2
You should
sisters
have
at
more
home kind of
confidence.
thing.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles.
The thing is, look, everything proceeds at a great pace, and once Farina has adjusted some details to her satisfaction, you begin to film the second scene.
This scene is when our 2
They
characters
they
return
don't
home,
always film the
only to
movie in the
discover their
chronological
mother
order,
has been
though.
murdered. Ready?
Okay.
Lights! Camera! Action!
Mother, we're back. Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother! No. Mother... She's...
There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
No.
Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
The camera work is really good.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, because they probably also targets too.
Wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you.
Oh, what a lovely
Someday.
song. Oh my gosh, that was
Great
perfect.
performance. Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears
Expressions,
I saw?
their
How did you do
voices.
it?
I was surprised too.
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
quite
that's
similar to
how
practicing
you really
the
get
art of
into the
sword.
role, right?
You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
Oh, this is amazing. I was gonna say, yeah, with Chevra's taking over the role as the older sister. Like, she has that intensity, but also is the guide that helps Ayaka as well. Like, she's been helping with training her, and you can see, like, they have that bond already.
Are we done already? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard.
Maybe we can get one
feel,
for you to
Traveler?
keep afterwards. We
You're
can get
also
one for
holding the
the
camera all
teapot.
day?
A little bit, but it was a lot of fun. Ether, your camera work was really good too. Like, the zoom-ins, like just the shifting the frame in the right way to get the faces of the two sisters as they talked, as they're going through different realizations. Yeah, good work.
Good work, you two.
Thank you, Chevers.
Chevres, you were quite the actress today.
I know, today you didn't even
I've
know
read
you
this
would
novel
be starring
many
in this
times
film, and now
before.
you are.
I have a good grasp of my character's mindset.
That's
Anyway,
a really good. That
do
was
you
actually a
remember
really
my
good
request from
asset
yesterday?
to have.
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot.
I didn't forget. We're gonna help out.
Where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly?
Yeah.
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned.
So you mean there were rainbow roses in your case too?
Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
Thank you.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning. Especially after seeing the script today. Ooh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have.
Did they have a similar
what
experience?
do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
If we're only there to assist, then I think we can join the case.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice.
No
There's
worries.
no time to lose. We should start investigating.
We're always
right away.
around to help
Follow
out
me.
all these nations.
Right now? But we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so
fine.
tired.
That's
The most
thing with taking
valuable
a side
intel
job.
always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands
It's like
in the middle
being
of the sea.
Batman.
If you don't stay
or
vigilant,
D-Luke.
you will pass right by them in the fog.
You have to be one
That's how
person
one
by
of my
day and
favorite
another
books always
person
puts
by
it, at
night
least.
to be able to get all the intel you need.
So, where are we going right now?
The show
Let's
workshop.
start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take the stairs up there. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I was waiting for a gap, but I guess now we finally have a gap, which is like, besides the fact that like in the, in the event artwork, it's Chevres and Ayaka that have the muskets, and they're clearly the stars of the film there. Yeah, I kind of figured that Ayato doesn't really do the spotlight very much at all, so he was probably gonna step away from that role. But also just, seeing Chevres and Ayaka work together, like, they make a pretty good team. And definitely, just as Farina pointed out, like Chevres definitely has, like, the right personality to kind of really do that role of being, like, the stern and serious, but also the, like, older sibling, but also there to guide the younger sibling and protect them. Like, to really show, like, that strong bond between the two siblings. Like, yeah. And of course, she's an expert at using the gun as well, so. definitely.
Welcome to
set for
LeChaux's
that.
Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
Yeah, that's not
I mean,
very
the kind of
specific.
components that aren't typically used for
I was wondering who that
clockwork
guy
toys,
was, but I think he's
for
just randomly
firearms.
pacing around.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We
That's
have
a
a
good
lot of
question.
customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Oh, you know what? I was wondering if she was wearing like headphones around her neck, but I realized they're not well, they are headphones, but they're not for listening to music. Like they're for covering her ears when she fires her gun, right? So that she doesn't do damage to her ears. Kind of like Al-Haytham's noise-canceling headphones. I don't think he actually listens to music through them. I think he just uses them to cancel the noise. I'm not sure playing music through them is a thing yet. But yeah, those are earmuffs. Earmuffs is the word I'm looking for.
Oh, hey, Chevres. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Oh, is this another case?
It is.
Let me
I
think.
know, we're working together now.
I
And
don't
I
think
also,
so. Some people have requested
I
that
wonder
make
if
some
we
process
showed her
for
the ad we
Fontinalia
made
Film
for her
Festival, but I refuse all of
workshop,
those requests.
and if she likes it or not.
Oh, why's that?
Because there's no profit. I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
Then has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre. I don't typically give them to one
Okay,
specific
well that's a lead.
person.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Okay.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go
Well,
off yet.
we could try
Yeah,
going to Fleuve
unfortunately.
Cendre. Yeah.
All right, let's head to Fleuve Cendre next.
Huh? Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
You think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know
Huh? No what?
that I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
Great, then that should be a very little issue then. How do we get to Fleuve Cendre from here? Oh, I found the stairs. Perfect, okay. Let us go. I love going around in the court of Fontaine. Ah. Let's see. The commission and do not disturb because it's so late. It's not that late. Hello.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
That's usually not the way it works. It usually works the other way around, right? But I guess it's not. Well, yeah, keep your lips sealed and no one will ever know.
Seems you're different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Okay.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly.
Loud noises.
It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere. It's all the same.
Well, someone's
The
house
noises
collapsing
I'm
sounds like a
talking
pretty
about
big
definitely
deal.
happened
Like,
after I
you'd
told you.
visually notice that
Do you know
happening
where the
too.
noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
I like the turtle in the background.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even more Mora.
I didn't see anything. Maybe she's just giving out some pâté de fruits.
The noises came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself when I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pâté de fruits.
You're welcome. It's okay,
You don't need
Paimon.
to be surprised.
Just need to be more like
I grew
Ether.
up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to
Quiet
talk.
when he needs to be. I want some of the gummies too.
My apologies, I'm all out of sweets. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion rings.
Yay!
Taking care of junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet. Now then, let's keep going.
That's actually really funny. Is that one of her idol animations? That's hilarious. Let's see. Over here. Hey there. Is there anything,
It's been a while, Tetro.
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
Alright, I guess we're
I've heard
paying
the
up
bandits
again.
have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem.
Or you
What do
could
you
just
say?
straight up pay money, it seems
You're
too.
still
That's
as
not
helpful as ever.
beneath you either.
One of the men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
You're
This is
right.
Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite
Maybe-
mystified as to what could have happened.
Maybe
I
it was
suspect
an
it came back
incredibly
because
lucky
the weapon
object.
was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything
Well,
about
they
a
didn't
criminal.
shoot the gun
And
at all
Fleuve
then. Sounds like they
Cendre,
didn't make
knowing
any
who was
use of
killed
it.
is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
He's right.
I know
Okay,
you grew
good
up
point.
here, Chevres. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I can tell.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
I'll come and go as I please, and I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
Yeah, she makes the rules.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, it sounds like anybody who tries to mess with her is gonna be in big trouble. So, I wouldn't worry too much about Chevres. Who else do we need to talk to? That's not a way up. Well, here's the way up. Thankfully, it's pretty straightforward down here. Higher. You mean like on the... No, I don't think you mean on the surface. You just mean around the corner here. Like at a slightly higher, like a few... Oops, I didn't mean to click that. Higher than usual elevation. Okay, there's a stove with a pot on it, and it's on.
Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon.
Okay.
Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up, these are obviously marks from musket bullets. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot.
Okay.
They were using
I was worried
barrels
those were
and bottles
blood,
for target
but
practice.
no, it's just bullet marks. Okay.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendra own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway, let's go. There might be
So
more to
somebody who doesn't want other people to know that they have a weapon, when in a place where various people do have weapons.
Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Okay. Who is this guy in the background, waving his hand over the floor?
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back.
Okay,
In
so
the
that
following
explains how
week,
it showed up
he
again
used some
at
parts
the
to create
tavern.
his own makeshift musket, and took it to the Fleuve Cendra for target practice.
Okay.
Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
Okay.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
I mean, I think we're still missing some... we're still missing a lot of evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that is what happened. But the theory does make sense. We just need more evidence to back it up. But yeah, about the guy who died.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendra. It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
Well, if we're following the novel, shouldn't the guy have been a nobleman?
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out.
You know, it
If we
doesn't
are
match up
indeed
that
following
much
the
with the
and
novel,
there's a
except
story
for this
behind the
one
murder,
singular
then this
fact
murder
about the
should be an act of
roses.
vengeance.
And I guess
But
the murder
according to our
weapon.
investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead. Much less care to leave a rose on his body.
Okay.
What message is the killer trying to convey? And to whom exactly?
Could they have been... Oh yeah, could the person who was murdered be the novelist?
We've thoroughly investigated that possibility.
Oh,
He
okay.
claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
so
talking about
he
the...
has an
You're talking about
alibi.
the murderer.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well.
So
He has
do you
a
actually,
family of his
know
own,
of
and
her?
both
You
of his
actually have
parents are
a
still
suspect in
alive.
mind?
I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then. In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence.
Okay.
More importantly,
Yeah, don't assume
I've
anything
also
with...
had a chat with
don't,
him in
don't,
person. He
we don't
didn't
have enough
seem like the
evidence
kind
to
of
prove
person who would
anything that
pull the
we've
trigger to
suggested
kill
yet.
a man.
We just have
What should we
evidence
do
to
now?
suggest
We
a
have all this new
possibility.
information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day. How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Okay.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Fiction and reality inside and outside the frame. Oh, okay. Chevres.
What? Never thought that the captain of the security and surveillance patrol could come from the Fleuve Cendra?
No, but I am wondering, like, if there's other methods other than bribing. Although I guess nothing bad came of it, so there's no reason to really question it
Honestly,
at this point.
I'm pretty shocked too. There used to be a time when I thought I would never be able to join the guards. But as long as you can distinguish yourself through your accomplishments and skills, you'll eventually be recognized for your worth.
Yes.
If you look at it another way, my life at Fleuve Cendra has actually taught me a lot of valuable skills. Skills like how to barter with criminals or how to think in their shoes. Of
That's
course,
true.
I'd
It seems to
appreciate
have
it
been
if you could
assets
keep this a
today.
secret between us.
No worries. I mean, we're keeping the whole investigation a secret too, so definitely we'll just add to that. Alright, but yeah. So yeah, I was saying that Chevreuse is good in her role as the older sister. And of course, Ayaka is the younger sister between her and Ayato. And when, you know, she played her role really well in terms of just really portraying that sort of innocence that got completely shattered upon seeing her mother dead. But I mean, we know Ayaka. We know she has the resolute spirit and determination to achieve whatever it is she needs to achieve, and to help her friends out as well, as she's helped us out so much in the past. So, I mean, definitely, I think she has what it takes to, you know, fulfill the role of the vengeful younger sister as well. And, you know, she also looks up to other people as well, so I can definitely tell she looks up to Chevreuse, and also the character she plays really reflects that as well. Looking up to some... we should not climb up this way. It's gonna take us forever. Anyway, the roles seem really fitting, and the portrayals were really good too. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this film goes down. But I'm also not really seeing that much of a link between the novel and the actual murders happening. So I'm curious to see if there actually is or not. I mean, there is. I mean, definitely the murderer has read the book. But as for whether the story itself will actually help us find more clues about the murderer, like whether their backstory is actually similar to the book, might be a whole different thing. I mean, maybe this murderer had a bad experience before they were adopted? I don't know, we don't... I mean, it sounds like they've already found a suspect, which might be important for us as investigators to know about, and we also don't know a whole lot about the victim as well. So it's just kind of really hard to put together how close it is related to the novel. But overall, this is a lot of fun so far because I like the learning about like filmmaking and making videos and all of that. Well, not just making videos, this is a full-on production, and that is so cool. And it's just cool to see all of our friends and all of our characters working, all the characters we know working together and getting to be a part of that. So I really like the premise of this event. Let's see. Helen, poor contract employee. I want to do some more event stuff. Fontanalia Film Festival. A great job. You really outdid yourself this time. As things stand, finishing the project before the deadline is nothing but a pipe dream. I'm not just in for a scolding. The boss is literally gonna kill me. Why is that young lady over there crying? Do you think she needs a doctor? I wonder if there's any professional therapists in Fontaine. When did you get here? Thanks for your concern, but right now what I need is a doctor that can resurrect my dying career. Paimon's pretty sure that isn't something that a doctor can fix. Well, that's why you have, like... well, yeah, if you talk to a therapist, you might be able to work out your problems. Or, like, life coach? There's definitely somebody out there who can help you for their job. Might not necessarily be a doctor, though. It's only a job. Worst case scenario, you can always get another one. Ether, don't say that. Work is pretty important. Maybe we should help? With how high she's made the stakes seem, we can't stand by and do nothing. Just talking about it like this won't solve anything, though. Why don't you tell us more about your problem? That might be a bit hard, considering it's a technical issue. Now, just how can I explain it? Well, first things first. My name's Helen, and I'm an engineer working for the Fontanalia Film Festival's equipment supplier. I'm mainly responsible for developing audio-visual equipment. To achieve a certain effect when filming, our client requested us to develop a kind of stabilization platform that can carry film cameras while moving at high speeds. Okay, that's a really useful technology. I mean, you'd be able to have... I mean, there's a lot of those that exist in real life, right? Like stabilizers of different kinds. So... I guess this is where they're being invented by this lady. These stabilization platforms also need to be able to carry puppets that look like actors or model animals playing the parts of groups in the background. That way, they'll be able to keep the camera fixed on the actors while moving at high speeds, or save them from having to splash out the cash to hire hordes of extras. On top of that, they insisted that each platform had to be less than a third of the cost of a camera, and that its lifespan had to be at least 30 years. Okay, that's good. They put their parameters out. How is it? But it's true. I mean, 30 years. How can you assess the lifespan of something of that size for such a long range of time?
How is anyone that picky? Even for a master craftsman, producing something cheap but durable that works well is nigh on impossible.
Oh yeah, they're asking for it to be less than a third of the price of the camera. Yeah, okay, I don't know how you can guarantee it to be last for 30 years either then. Well, you take good care of it is what you do. But it almost sounds like you need to not use it at all in order to be able to make it last that long.
But I managed it. After all, the customer is always right. We've had even fussier clients before, and I've nearly run myself into the ground trying to satisfy them.
I mean, I'm not sure that's actually what the customer is always right means. The customer is always right means you let the customer have their way, not necessarily that what they're telling you is correct, right?
Then what's got you in such a huff?
The problem is I don't have anyone to test it. I've created the product, but unless I can get it tested, the project can't be considered complete. Well, I mean, that should be the easy part, right?
All the testers who have basic grasp of mechanics or are physically fit enough have already been employed by the Fontanelia Film Festival for more important work. If the client receives a product that hasn't undergone proper testing and it turns out there's something wrong with it, I'll have to cough up 10 times the original payment amount in compensation. All I can do is hang around trying to sell our products while I look for some outside assistance. Even if it means I end up losing money in the contract in the end, so be it. After all, it was my boss that signed the agreement with the client, but I'll be the one on the hook if we have to compensate them 10 times the value of the contract. We've come this far. Might as well tell us what testing involves. That's right. As long as it's nothing too complex, perhaps we can handle some of the simpler stuff. It might not sound difficult, but it's harder than you think. To confirm how a stabilization platform performs when running at extremely high speeds, I set them to avoid anyone who gets too close mode. The tester has to run after stabilizing platforms within a specified area and chase as many platforms as possible into the target area as quickly as possible. For someone with poor stamina like me, chasing the stabilization platform more than a few steps is enough to make them collapse from exhaustion.
Well, sounds like a perfect job for Ether then.
Now that you've described it, Paimon's positive this will be a piece of cake. It's just a few machines. Just you wait. We'll be hot on their tails in no time. We might even end up overtaking them if you're lucky. Testing limits and that sort of thing is a walk in the park.
For real? What, genuinely? You're actually serious? Then I'll pay you, please.
The commission, we won't say no to that. But under the circumstances, if we accept too much of your money, your consciences wouldn't forgive us. Just pay us however much you'd usually pay your testers.
Oh, miracle workers, that's what you are. Not just doctors, but miracle workers, here to resurrect my dying career. Yeah, it sounds like you didn't need doctors. You needed testers, and that's what we're good at.
The testing site is in an empty domain near the city. Well, I'll leave it to you two then. You have my undying gratitude. After this many years in the business, finally a bit of luck. The boss won't be killing me tomorrow after all. After you finish this job, maybe you should consider switching bosses.
I agree. You should not be at risk of dying or even feeling like you are dying. I mean, that's a little bit much. I wish you the best of luck, though. Stabilization mecha balls automatically avoid...
Oh, these are the things with the little bird faces, right?
And move in the opposite direction of an approaching tester. A stabilization mecha ball's movement is influenced by all testers. Use these characteristics to send as many stabilization mecha balls as possible into your zone within the time limit. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're not birds. They're blubber beasts. Is that right? Blubber beasts. In addition to the stock balls, glitz balls are also spawned. Stock balls are worth 1 point each, and glitz balls are worth 7 points. Jump boosters can be found in testing grounds. Okay, jump boosters. The test will be on one of 5 locations at random. Okay. Random. Alright. Hit me with it. Oh, this is a co-op thing.
Okay. Yay! Let's see how this goes. Oh, it's so cute! Okay, looks like we're all here. Your target area, yellow zone. There are a total of 5 stabilization mecha balls has to be sites in a random site we chosen for each test. Okay. Are we competing against each other, or are we... Okay, you guys are picking certain characters. I don't know if there's any sort of rule for that. This is... Oh, shoot. Is there more to... Uh-oh. Oh, I think it's just showing the different areas. Your target area, yellow zone. Okay. Oh, I see. So we each have our own corner, and we want... Basically, we want to score. We want... It's like having all these little soccer balls, right? And we want to... Or the footballs. Yeah, we want to push them into... Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I see. So we want them to go in our zone, and we want to make sure. Oh, it's like we're magnets, and we need to use the magnetic repulsion to get them over here. Oh, these are so cute. Okay. Well, I can't see how our teammates are doing. No. I can't believe this is working. What? You're 17? Why are you guys all so good at this? No, I want the one with the hat, please. I need this to keep up. Yay! Now I'm keeping up with my... I guess they're not my teammates. We're competing. Come on. Get the one with the hat in. Uh-oh. They seem a little bit harder to push in. There we go. There we go. Alright, so when my score is yellow, it seems like that is a good thing for me. I can get 2 of them. I can get 3 of them. Please. Uh-oh. No. Come on. Don't let them go in there. Okay, that's not really working out. No. Oh my gosh, this is such a fun game mode. Oh, I love this. I love this a lot. I'm not at 66. Okay, we're not gonna win, but it's not about winning. It's about having fun, and that's definitely what happened here. I love that. I love how they keep no extreme jumps performed. Okay, well, thankfully everybody else did the same thing too. 975. I love how they always seem to come up with new interesting mini games and game modes. And I love that one's so cute. I love that. The idea is so simple, and yet it works so well. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see. Oh, we can play this as much as we want then. Then we get to keep it at the end. That's what that is. Great. Oh, we should now be able to get the first refinement material. Oh no, we only got... Oh, I thought I had 400. Did I not? Oh, I have 400 of those. Okay, not the same thing. I could spend that on this, right? Is there crowns? There's no crowns in this? Oh, okay. What's the, which is the material I need for... I mean, I'm gonna end up buying everything in that store, but which is the material I need for this? It's the goblets, okay. And I can't even, I need the green level one, so I can't even use that yet. But these will be great in the meantime. Or it's like just preparing for when I do get those. Okay, cool. Let's try out the last remaining event I have not checked out yet. Trick shots, tricky lights. Okay. Of course, that is also at the venue, which is good. It's all kind of consolidated, as it should be. Alright, hello. How may I help you? My 2 radiant guests, you're finally here. You must be the legendary adventurers of Tevat and rising superstars, Teddy and Paimon. That's us, yes. We're certainly well known among the Adventurers Guild with superstars of Tevat, perhaps just slightly over the top. After all, there's so many people out there that haven't heard of us. Yeah, but Paimon, there actually are quite a few people who have. Paimon feels like everyone we met who's come straight out with such flattery ends up asking us to do something for them. Out with it then, what do you want? Oh, no, no, no. I don't want anything from you. I simply want to put forward a win-win proposal. Yeah, that still means you want something, but you're going to compensate us for it, which is good. Or that we have special interest in it, too. Join forces with me, Fontaine's most talented experimental film director, Melise, to become... Is it Melise or Melee? Melie. Okay, anyway, to become the next big star of the big screen. Once you've made it, money, connections, it's all yours. Wherever you go into that, no one will dare to stand in your way, and you'll find yourself walking down an endless red carpet rolled out just for you. That certainly sounds like that happens anyway. I'd rather not attract even more unwanted attention. But we don't even have very much experience acting on camera. If it were true that we could get famous just by collaborating with you, then why aren't you already a super famous director, huh? And where are all the other stars you worked with? He saw right through me. If only someone would set up a special training school for actors. I need one who not only knows how to fight, but also how to control their expressions and inject emotion into their lines. In short, I need someone who can do it all. But such genius simply doesn't exist. So far, I've only finished planning the regular acting parts of my avant-garde production. I haven't even started on the action scenes, let alone finished my first film. I'm worried that I'll have to resort to employing stunt doubles. So that's why you two are such perfect candidates. Oh, so we're gonna be stunt doubles. Okay, you want us to shoot the fighting scenes? You hit the nail on the head. It's the perfect solution to having actors who can't fight. We are pretty good at fighting, but won't people be able to tell that we're not the same people just by looking at our faces? Well, that's why you wear, different clothing, wigs, just change your appearance a little bit, Paimon. I mean, with the right camera angles and, appearance changing, the stunt doubles can look pretty much like the actors, but in a fight where you can't see their faces. In theory, yes, but the action scenes are absolutely central to my experimental production. If you do a good enough job, I'll make the regular acting scenes into silhouette shots. There weren't even many lines to begin with. I'll make the other actors cake themselves in makeup and adjust their silhouettes so they fit your profiles. Okay, sure. With a bit of lighting magic, no one will even know the difference. In a way, the regular actors would actually be your doubles. Because the stunt doubles are the actual stars. Alright, fair enough. Anyway, they aren't as well known as you two. I'll even pay you royalties. So basically, if we help you, we'll be handed the starring roles on a plate, just like that. You also receive a large payment, and it'll do wonders for your reputation. Then it really does sound like it'll pay off. What do you say? Time to put our acting skills to the test. Thank you so much for lending a hand. What a dream come true. Then without further ado, please head over to my experimental studio right away. There'll be 4 fighting scenes in the film, each with a completely different ambiance. Each scene will also have its very own special lighting. When the special lighting comes on, the action will intensify in line with the corresponding place in the script. With your experience, I'm sure you'll get the hang of it in no time. Once all the remaining scenes are filmed, we'll finally be able to wrap this thing up. Great. So it sounds like there's always some kind of fighting event, and it sounds like this is it. Okay, we're in the studio here. Okay. Is this the studio from that the troupe was using in Farina's story quest too? Okay, it's a fighting event. It's a fighting event, and there's going to be some special button I click, and we need to use a ×4 multiplier, or else it's not going to work. You want cryo and hydro? Okay. I'll use my Ayaka. Yeah, that. All these hydro characters. Because I have a lot of support hydro characters, it seems. Special lighting. Gives us some kind of cryo boost. Do all of her support things first. Do this. This will drain health. That's okay because we have Barbara. And then we go. Yay! Okay, special lighting ready. What is that? What did it actually do? Maybe I should know what it does. Everything looks staticky, but I know it's doing something. Okay. Oh, so this is quite the fight scene you have orchestrated.
Special lighting is ready. Okay. Oh, it's making water appear, so I didn't even need to bring 3 Hydro characters. Well, I mean, oh no, that one hit. Okay, that one Haley trail is not exactly what I wanted.
This dance is for you.
We got this. We do this. There's Farina's thing. We do that. We get the healing to be able to get the changes in health for Farina's boost. So that creates some water, I think. Because it's making everybody frozen. Last time we were with Ayaka in that event, with the fighting event where she first had her Fontaine outfit, it was kind of like acting too. I mean, not exactly. It was ceremony. It was like ceremonial or like performance fights, right? So that's why she had a costume for it, and it ended up being a light novel outfit. Which is why she has such a lovely outfit now that she can reuse on her trip to Fontaine. And it's great when we get to see them use the costumes again. It was just a one-time thing. Let's see, gold! Yay! And I think that's the only one we could do right now, right? Yes. But that's okay. Because we got all of those rewards. Abandoned filming. Well, it seems like there's no more filming to be done at the moment. So yeah. Looks like we've pretty much caught up with the story now. I can play some more tomorrow, which is great. Is there enough to get the... not yet. Not enough to get the duct tape. The duct tape is... Okay, the cardboard cutout weapon is funny, but the duct tape is even funnier. Because that's just so real. Anyway, looks like we're making good progress on the film. Looks like the developments and like the change in our... You know, the just change in the cast is gonna work out. And it seems like Ayaka and Chevres are going to be great friends working together through this film, which is, I think, exactly what Ayato wanted for her, and definitely going to serve as a good bridge between the two nations. So everything is working out as planned, and hopefully this murder case will be solved too. So in the next episode, looks like we're going to continue filming the film. So I will see you all then. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye. Bye, Farina. Karina's enjoying her sweets. Alright, bye everyone!